To the Green No Deal. After all the Democrats' scare tactics, Ocasio-Cortez warning Americans, hey, don't have children, that the world will end in 12 years. Others calling it our generation's moonshot. Other Democrats equating it to fighting the Nazis on D-Day. Cory Booker said that. We had 43 Democrats merely voting present, including Ed Markey himself. He voted present, even though he co-sponsored the Green New Deal with Alexandria Cortez. Also voting present, Bernie Sanders voted present, so did Chuck Schumer, so did Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren. Now, all of them supported the Green New Deal. Let's bring in National Taxpayers Union senior fellow Mattie Duppler. Okay, Senator Mitch McConnell said, quote, if you're going to sign on to and support nonsense in public, you ought to have to show your vote for nonsense. What's your take on them voting present?
I agree entirely with Leader McConnell there. Real profiles encouraged from Senate Democrats yesterday after for months they have fearmongered the American public, saying that we only have 12 years left on this planet because of climate change, and then they reject the policy proposal that they said will save us from that uncertain fate. So really it is embarrassing if you're a Democrat saying that you're fighting for solutions to climate change and then rejecting out of hand what many people have called the boldest prescription out there for that problem. Democrats have a lot of explaining to do to their progressive base when they try to explain why they can't take this vote. As you mentioned, the sponsor of the legislation himself couldn't even bear to vote yes yesterday.
Mattie, what is the Republicans' answer? More natural gas, which lowers emissions, more nukes? I mean, even Senator Cory Booker backs nuclear power. What's the Republican answer here?
It's an all-of-the-above answer on energy from Republicans. And the problem with the Green New Deal and many of the prescriptions coming from Democrats is not only do they fail to solve a lot of the greenhouse gas issues that are associated with climate change, but they also make energy extremely expensive. So all of their policies are extraordinarily regressive, and that's why Democrats don't want to put their fingerprints on them. The Green New Deal itself would probably raise energy costs $300 for a household because it tries to outlaw fossil fuels in the next 10 years. The reason we have such a profound energy industry here in the United States is because we have found ways to make energy efficient and cost-effective for Americans, even those who are working at the lower income part of the income scale here in this country. If you try to eliminate those opportunities and those options, what you have is a massive energy bill, which is extremely regressive.
You know, it's really interesting, to your point, the Green New Deal does not address the two big polluters, China and India. And to your other point, the Green New Deal really is redistribution. It goes from the poor and the middle class to those investors in wind and solar farms, and you know, the rich who can afford all of that technology, right? The poor and middle class can't afford that technology right now.
That's exactly right. And for all of their bluster about innovation and energy, Democrats seem to always return to the same ideas, which is redistributing American tax dollars to give to the more wealthy. I mean, you look at this when we see energy tax credits for electric vehicles, for solar panels. The people who take advantage of those tax credits are people who are in the higher echelons of society. They're certainly not the people who struggle to pay their energy bills every year. Those are the people who are paying for these policies through increases in taxes and less opportunity for them to pay their own energy bills.
Mattie Duppler with the National Taxpayers Union. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Come back soon.
Good to see you.
Just ahead on the evening edit, the Attorney General does say the Mueller report could be yours to read with